know that you've had a very personal testimony with Celebrate Recovery. So, just if you don't mind, give your testimony, particularly before you came to Christ, and how you came to Christ. And yeah.
Sure. I did write this down simply because I didn't want to be umming and all that.
Oh, you're
So
good. You're good.
I'll just read that, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
So before I came to Christ, I was blindly walking through life. I didn't like who I was. I didn't enjoy being alone with my thoughts. I didn't want to ponder life and its meaning. I drowned those things out with anything in sight: relationships, drugs, alcohol, entertainment. I found myself reaching for alcohol most of all. I felt it enhanced my life, but little did I know I was killing the part of me that could respond to God, my conscience. While I called myself saved, it didn't matter what I said about myself. Because when a child is born, it cries to be fed and to be changed. When we're born again, we cry for those things too. I wanted neither. But one day I heard a sermon about hearing God's voice that said if we don't, it's because our sin has separated us from God. I had enough humility to acknowledge that that was the state of my life. When I asked God to tell me what was causing the separation, He spoke. He said alcohol. So right then and there, my powerlessness was confronted. I knew I was a failure. But that day, I put my trust in the resurrection power of Christ to seal a commitment to sobriety. And I've never looked back, never been the same. The Lord just needed a yes to begin His work in me. So that
Wow.
is what
That is
He did for
beautiful.
me. And He's brought forth different victories in other areas of my life since then. Obviously, I've continued to grow from there. But yeah, I didn't think any of that was possible, but we're
Wow.
saved by grace through faith. So
Amen. That was beautiful how you wrote that. You have a gift for writing. You really do. You should write a book one
absolutely.
day. You should definitely write a book.
Definitely better at writing than speaking.
Yes,
So
I feel that.
sorry.
I feel that. So how did Celebrate Recovery play a role in your faith journey and coming and your journey to sobriety?
Well, I've been sober for a good while. I've been sober a little bit over 6 years. And while Recovery didn't exactly bring me into sobriety, I did have somebody in my life that I did work through a lot of things with, and that's my sister. My sister, we were in the same realm of life. We're in the same walk of life. We had similar struggles, and we both came to the Lord around the same time. And I had her, and we could open up to one another. We could share things with people that I couldn't share with anybody else. I didn't know about Celebrate Recovery. Um, but Celebrate Recovery has helped me overcome another problem in my life. Um, it was about a year and a half ago. I was taking a class to become a mentor for advocating for recovery, and these people they wanted to say that we were going to a Christ-based 12-step program, but we had never tried any of them out or anything like that. So somebody reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you help me vet this program, Celebrate Recovery? Let's go visit at this church." And I heard the word recovery, and naturally, I'm thinking, oh, this is about drugs and alcohol. I don't use drugs and alcohol. I'll go and check it out, see how it is for the people that I'll be helping later down the road. And I went in and I introduced myself, and I was just like, "Oh, hey, I'm Mary and I'm just checking out your program for other people,
Mm.
not for me, you know? And they were very gracious. They welcomed me. They were just so awesome. I mean, when I walked in to celebrate recovery, it took my breath away because I felt the presence of God there. I mean, I was a member at a church for like 5 years at the time, and I I thought that all the people who went to celebrate recovery went to this particular church. After that first night, I was ready to drop my church and go be a member of that church if it had
Wow.
actually been that way. That's how much of like I felt so connected there.
Mm.
But I didn't think that I had any need for it. That's ridiculous. But I didn't know what it was, so it was just ignorance on my part. Then second week I went, um, the leader, he was saying how Celebrate Recovery isn't just for drugs and alcohol, and how it's actually just one out of every three people who were there for that. And I was like, oh, okay. And I went into my small group that night, and I actually confessed that I had disordered eating in the group.
Mm.
I felt safe to confess that in the group. I didn't feel like anybody was going to judge me for it. I was able to be vulnerable, and that problem actually, through that confession, was lifted off of me that night.
Wow.
So I can't say enough good things about Celebrate Recovery, because you might be walking clean in one area of your life, but your hurts, habits, and hangups will still try to manifest somewhere else.
Mhm.
So,
Wow.